I don't know if you watched the Kanye live stream on, or Ye live stream on Alex Jones. I can honestly say it's the first time I ever sat down and watched like a full episode of Alex Jones. I did interview him, so I watched a lot of clips of Alex, but I'd never seen Alex Jones's like full live stream. It was insane. I was texting my producers like, if you're not watching this, you really should tune in. There's no chance we're not going to be covering this tomorrow. It was bonkers, absolutely bonkers. For those of you who missed it, here's just a little sample of what Ye, who I should tell the watching audience, people who watch this on YouTube, he's got a black mask over his face. Looks like kind of a ski mask, like a fashionista's ski mask, kind of like Kim Kardashian wore when she wore Balenciaga to the Met Gala a couple years ago. I think it was a misogynistic look they put her in. Anyway, here he is with his thoughts on Hitler.
You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also. I love everyone, and Jewish people are not going to tell me you can love, us, and you can love what we're doing to you with the contracts, and you can love what we're pushing with the pornography. But this guy that invented highways, invented the very microphone that I use as a musician, you can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good, and I'm done with that. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler.
Especially Hitler. And I've just got to play you. This one is just, I can't. It's 17. He actually has Alex Jones trying to convince him. I do think Hitler killed some people. Okay, just listen to this.
It's like he had a really cool outfit and stuff, and he was a really good architect. And
so you're in love with the look of it.
And he didn't kill 6 million Jews. That's just like factually incorrect.
Guys, get the Ronald Reagan clip they showed me yesterday. Sorry, go ahead. Ronald Reagan said that too. Well, I think Hitler did target and kill some people. So I think
I think Obama killed Palestinians.
No, I hear you. Here's where I think the frustration is. And Nick, you can comment on this.
And Obama was not the first black president. He was another Jewish president.
Oh my God, Dominique. I mean, when you got Alex Jones, like, no, I definitely killed some people. Like Hitler, this is so disconnected from reality, I almost don't know what to say.
Yeah, I mean, I am just completely done with Kanye, to be honest. I've defended him. I've tried to understand where he's coming from, but I'm just completely done. To be fair, there were reports with Adidas employees when he was working, obviously doing Yeezy with Adidas, that he was praising Hitler and making those sorts of comments to staff there. I didn't believe it because I didn't think that his message of love, of God, of Jesus, railing against Hollywood and them sexualizing his children, I didn't think the two aligned. Clearly, he is in a completely different reality, a completely different planet. I think with what he was saying, he forgets about proportionality. Of course, bad people can do some good things, but we're talking about people that were responsible for the deaths of millions of people, for the rape of women, for the torture of children. And there is no way that you can defend that level of evil. And for Kanye to talk so much about God and Jesus, at this point, I feel as though it's a cover for his own narcissism. I think he's extremely self-interested. And that was confounded by the fact that he was also defending Balenciaga, doing interviews, still wearing Balenciaga, whilst at the same time waxing lyrical about the sexualization of his children and the anti-God agenda in Hollywood. He doesn't make sense, and I've just completely washed my hands of him right now, if I'm being honest.
It's so true. It's so true. And he wants to blame, not that we're going to get into each one of his claims, but he wants to blame Jewish people for the sexualization of his children, of his wife even, that the Kims having sex with Pete Davidson by her fireplace, that the Jewish people, the Jewish media moguls, made her tweet that out. Meanwhile, if you want to know who sexualized Kim Kardashian, you should look at Kim Kardashian. You could look at her mother, Kris Jenner. And by the way, Kanye or Ye, you can look at yourself. You can look at yourself because I saw you tweet out when Kim Kardashian did that naked photo spread for whatever that magazine was we'd never heard of and said, I broke the internet with her enormous naked bottom all greased up and her boobs all greased up and with out of some champagne glass. And he tweeted it out with all night long. He had no problem with his wife being sexualized on the internet. That's her bread and butter. He was married to her for some 10 plus years. So please spare me, okay? And by the way, the kids, the only reason we know what the kids look like is because the parents have allowed it for all their lives, to the point where the kids are now trying to hold up signs in front of their faces as Kim drags them to another fashion event. I don't know whether they want to be on camera or not, but they are, thanks to the parents. Anyway, that's a separate issue. But Eva, the attempt to draw a moral equivalence between Adolf Hitler and Barack Obama shows you how far gone this guy is.
Oh, it's absolutely insane. I mean, this is reality stranger than fiction, for sure. And it's disgusting, obviously, but it's such a disappointment that once again, we can never put our hope clearly in anyone coming from Hollywood in general or the pop industry or the entertainment industry.
Right.
Because I mean, when he did that interview with Tucker Carlson, there were some things that he was saying, for example, about abortion that I thought was, really profound coming from someone from that industry. And I was like, oh, this is great. And Dominique, I heard you say like, oh, we wanted to defend him, but this is obviously where you just draw the line. There's no coming back from this.
Well, that's why, and I love Tucker. He's a good friend, but he should have included the anti-Semitic remarks in the interview, because that would have shown us, right? Like it's almost a red flag, right? It is not almost. It is a red flag for the audience at home, hearing him say all these things that are like, sweet nothings to conservatives. But if he had put that stuff in there about because he made comments to Tucker too about that were anti-Semitic, it would have been a red flag. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Let's not, throw our arms around this guy. There's something deeply problematic going on here. But whatever. Kanye has exposed himself repeatedly on show after show after show. There was no suppressing it. There was no hiding it. There was no getting it under control. He clearly feels it very deeply. Imagine buying an Italian sports car or your dream house for less than $1 a day. Well, now you can own an X chair. And that is the office chair that I personally use, not to mention Abby. And it's arguably the finest office chair in the world for just $20 a month. Yes, for less than $1 a day, you can own something that is going to make the hours spent at your desk 1,000 times more comfortable and productive. Not only do I love my office chair, my X chair, but I've given one of these to a couple of people, including there's a contractor at my house, absolutely loves it. From the moment I first sat down in my X chair, I immediately felt the difference. Trust me, once you sit down in an X chair, you're going to understand. There's an X chair for every style and every budget. They even offer built-in massage and heating and cooling. Love that. And all for less than $1 a day. Check out the options and their amazing financing plans too at xchairmk.com. That's the letter X, chair, mk.com. No other chair can compare to the wonderful X chair. Go to xchairmk.com now. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.